Yes, good morning, students. How are you all? Yes, beta. Yesterday we have completed three topics. So, first of all, we will recap about all the previous topic, and that we have started introductory macroeconomics, and our chapter is chapter number 7, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, and related concepts. Yes, beta. And we have completed components of AD. Components of AD we have discussed in two types of economy. First was closed economy, and second one was the open economy. So further, closed economy divided into two category. First is two sector closed economy where there is no role of government, and AD equals to C plus I. C is household and I is producer sector. And three sector closed economy means AD equals to C plus I plus G. It means household plus producer along with government. Okay. And in the open economy, there is a four sectors. AD equals to C plus I plus G plus net exports. C producer sector, C is household sector, I producer sector, G government, and X minus M means net exports. It means there is a open relation with rest of the world. Okay. And yesterday we have discussed about components of supply or concept of supply. So what is AS? As I told you, AS refers to flow of goods and services planned by the producer during an accounting year. It means in one accounting year that how much goods and services should be produced, a producer has to decide. So that is AS कि एक producer एक साल में कितने goods और services produce करेगा. That is AS. Okay. And then we have discussed about AS schedule. It means we clear that income always be equals to aggregate supply. Okay. Yes, here is the diagram. You have to learn only that thing, that AS always be 45 degree in diagram. So just learn only single thing कि y equals to AS and they both are shows by 45 degree line. Okay, dear student. Then we discussed about the consumption function. So simply consumption function means functional relationship between कंजम्पशन एंड इनकम. कंजम्पशन और इनकम में जो भी फंक्शनल रिलेशन है दैट इज कंजम्पशन फंक्शन. Okay, then we discuss about the minimum consumption. Minimum consumption means a consumption level at zero income level. When income is zero and something we consume, that is minimum consumption or autonomous consumption. We have earlier discussed about that. And then we discussed consumption function, tabular presentation. It means as our income 0 here, so consumption is 20, income is 0, consumption is 20. This is our minimum consumption, autonomous consumption. When income 50, consumption is 60, income is 100 and consumption is 100. This is the break even point when C equals to Y, and here saving equals to 0, because we are spending our entire income on consumption. And then after beta, if suppose income increases, so it means people start saving. After equilibrium point, people start saving. Okay, so here is the diagrammatic presentation of consumption function. As I told you yesterday that there is a 45 degree line. So this line is related to, this is your line Y, or it is equals to AS. Yesterday I told you it is always be related to AS. Okay, so next is C, that is consumption line. Okay, it was Y equals to AS is, that is 45 degree line. This is aggregate supply and C is consumption line. Okay, so it is start from the y-axis 20. This 20 is our minimum consumption, or it is reflected by C bar. C bar means autonomous consumption, minimum consumption, that is 20. Clear? Okay, here this is the point, B point. This is our break even point where income equals to consumption. Income is 100, consumption is 100. It means there is saving is 0, so this point is known as break even point. After this point, if income increases, so simply people start saving, so there is a difference, income is greater than consumption. Okay, so yesterday we have discussed about all things. So now our today topic is, and along that one we discussed that consumption has two parts. Consumption function has two parts, APC and MPC. APC, average propensity to consume, that it is calculated by total consumption divided by total income. And MPC, marginal propensity to consume, it means additional consumption divided by additional income. And here is the formula. I think you easily can learn from here. Okay, APC, C plus Y, that is total consumption upon total Y, and MPC, total additional consumption divided by additional income. Okay, so yesterday we also discussed about the algebraic presentation of C function, यानी कंजम्पशन फंक्शन का algebraic ट्रीटमेंट भी पॉसिबल है. और कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे उसे, तो उसको कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हमारे पास सिंपल फॉर्मूला है, C इक्वल्स टू सी बार प्लस बी वाई. बी इज MPC here as I told you yesterday, so C equals to C bar plus BY. And one more important thing that I want to discuss with you, that beta, this is our second question. As I told you, 6 marks national income always be there for numerical form, and here 4 mark question I told in the class that एक 4 mark का question होगा, वो भी आएगा. This is the question. This is the question. It is for the 4 marks, can be asked in your exam. क्लियर. सो ये हार्डेस्ट है या ईजीएस्ट है, एंड इट इज़ अप टू यू दैट आप इसे कैसे अच्छे से लर्न करते हैं, अच्छे से सीखते हैं. सो कम टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, एंड आवर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज saving function. Okay, yesterday we have completed all the things related to aggregate, demand and consumption function, and today our topic is saving function. So simply, as you learn consumption function, saving function is very simple. It is a functional relationship between saving and income. Consumption function means functional relationship between consumption and income, and here saving function means functional relationship between saving and income. Easiest thing, consumption means relation between consumption and income, saving function means relationship between saving and income. Simple. Okay, so next thing is yes, how you will calculate how will you calculate savings? Beta, as you know that अगर हमारे पास इनकम है, सपोज वी हैविंग 100 रुपीज़, तो हम क्या करेंगे? इफ़ वी हैविंग 100 रुपीज़, तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन वी विल स्पेंड ऑन बाइंग समथिंग, या तो हम उसे किसी चीज़ पर खर्च कर देंगे. अगर हमने उसे किसी चीज़ पर खर्च किया है, तो वो क्या होगा बेटा? अगर आप उसे स्पेंड कर रहे हो किसी चीज़ पर, तो इट मीन्स इट विल बी योर कंजम्पशन. अगर आपने उसे स्पेंड किया है तो वो आपका कंजम्पशन होगा. इट इज़ सी. सपोज इनकम को आपने पूरा खर्च कर लिया, तो यहाँ पर इनकम इक्वल्स टू कंजम्पशन हो गई. तो सेविंग क्या होगी? सेविंग विल बी 0. क्लियर? सिंपली. या ऐसा हो सकता है, द सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज, ये हो सकता है कि सपोज यू हैविंग 100 रुपीज़. क्लियर? सो आपने उन 100 रुपीज़ का क्या किया? यू हैविंग इनकम 100 रुपीज़, आपने कंज्यूम किए 80. क्लियर? सो अगर आपने 80 कंज्यूम किए हैं, तो सेविंग क्या हुई? इसका मतलब 20 रुपीज़ विद यू, दैट इज योर सेविंग. क्लियर? ओके. सो अगर हम इनकम में से सिंपली क्या माइनस करें? कंजम्पशन माइनस करें, तो वी कैन इजीली कैलकुलेट सेविंग्स. हम क्या कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? सेविंग कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. तो इनकम इक्वल्स टू C प्लस S. This is the main formula. Income equals to C plus S. If suppose entire income spent, then saving will be 0. But suppose entire income is not spent on consumption, so there must be some savings. Positive savings will be there. Clear, student? Okay. So now let's proceed for the saving. That how will you calculate? Suppose here is the income 0 and consumption is 20. but our formula is saving equals to y minus c. So 0 minus 20 means savings are 20 here, minus 20 here. When income is 50 and consumption is 60, here 50 minus 60, savings are minus 10. Then 100 equals to 100, it means entire income is spent on consumption, that is savings are 0. यहाँ saving क्या है आपके पास, 0 है. Okay, when income is 150 and consumption is 140, here is the positive savings. Here is the positive savings. 150 minus 140 equals to 10. तो here are the positive savings. Okay, तो एक चीज़ आपने क्लियर की कि when income is 0, savings are minus. When income equals to consumption, savings 0. And when income is greater than consumption, savings always be positive. So now we will discuss about the diagrammatic presentation of saving. So what are the diagrammatic presentation? Look at here. Yes, saving function in diagrammatic presentation, simply it start from the negative point, as I told you, because when income is 0, saving will be negative. Okay, and then income 50, it is minus 10. When income is 100, it is 0 because consumption equals to income. And when income is 150, savings are 10, positive. Clear? So saving function will start from minus and then it will meet to x-axis when savings 0, and then onward it will increase upward. Clear, student? Okay, so this is our today's topic. So now ultimately, as we learned that consumption function has two parts. Consumption function के हमने कितने parts पढ़े? 2 parts. C normally divide into 2 parts. And what are the 2 parts? C has 2 parts. First was APC and second was MPC. As saving has also 2 parts. Saving के भी 2 part होंगे. कौन कौन से होंगे? APS and MPS. Clear? Average propensity to consume. Here average propensity to save. MPC marginal propensity to consume and MPS means marginal propensity to save. So आपने APC कैलकुलेट किया था, कैसे किया था बेटा? APC means total consumption divided by total income, and MPC additional consumption divided by additional income. So same here. How will you calculate APC and MPC? APC means total saving divided by total income, and MPS means APS means total saving divided by total income, or MPS means additional saving divided by additional income. Same, just look at the similarity here. Total consumption divided by total income, that is APC, or when total saving divided by total income, that is APS. And when additional consumption divided by additional income, that is MPC, or additional saving divided by additional income, that is MPS. Clear, student? So this is the simple form that saving function has also 2 parts like consumption function. Clear? Okay, so now let's proceed to the next point. As algebraic treatment here, as we discuss about the C function. So what was the C function? Okay, C function, C equals to C bar plus BY. Clear? C means consumption function, C bar means autonomous consumption, and B is MPC. B is MPC. Okay, and Y is income. Clear? So here the same thing, saving function equals to minus C bar. It is equals to autonomous consumption, but it will be negative. Okay, plus MPS. 1 minus B means MPS and Y. So look at the similarity beta here. C bar, here C bar, but it is negative. BY, MPC Y, here MPS Y. So now you are ready to discuss about the numerical part, and you can easily solve. I hope you understand that thing, that the formula are similar. Okay, only one thing is differ, that is 1 minus B means MPS here. 1 minus B means MPS here. Clear? Okay, So now look at the numerical part here. Yes beta, find S. S means saving. When C is 200, MPS is 0.4 and Y is 1000. Okay, it is a similar example yesterday we discussed. In that question we have to calculate C, yani consumption. Here we have to calculate S. Okay, so C, that is C bar 200 and 0.4 MPS and Y equals to 1000. So similarly we will solve that one. Our formula is S equals to minus C bar, that is 200, MPS 0.4, income is 1000. So minus 200, 0.4 multiplied by the 1000, that is 400. So now minus 200 plus 400 equals to 200. So S equals to 200. Yes beta. So it's all about today. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss only numerical part, because 4 mark question always be asked from this chapter. Okay, so get ready for that. Tomorrow we will discuss about the only numerical part, but before it, just learn both the formula, that how to calculate C and how to calculate S. Okay student, God bless you dear, stay blessed and stay home, stay safe.